Thank you for joining my channel. I want to share with you today's readings is the 12 zodiac signs, and I will do them a little bit differently than last week. I'll also show what kind of elements I use in my readings. Alright, so let's start off with the cards. I use the Druid deck. They're a little bit larger than I'd like, but they speak volume to me. The other cards that I use are known as key cards. Key cards, they just have a key drawing on the back, but they're derived from many different places, essentially the tarot deck, and they're worded in such a way that to me it speaks more, and I join these key cards as kickers to other cards or the whole reading. The other element that I use is the pentagram and how I incorporate the pentagram. I have this on my business cards or little leaflet, as you can see. People ask me what this is, and this is essentially what I'm about to show you. The cards are laid out like this, but they all represent the 5 elements. And let's bring this out so you can see it. There it is. It unfolds itself and it comes out to the 5 elements. We've got wood, fire, earth, metal, and air, and of course water right here. Okay, let me just bring that saturation a bit down, or the transparency. And so the readings that I will do today will incorporate this little pentagram. For now, let's get into the numerology. The numerology. So here's the numerology, and I'll explain it to you. So there's a lucky number square, and people have told me that this reminds them of Sudoku. I've never played the game, so I don't know, but what it essentially is, I take your birthday or any important date that you want to work on. Let's say in this example we have November 8th, 2022. The objective that I have is to fill, well, first we find out what this adds up to. 20 plus 22 plus 8 plus 11 gives you the magical number, which is 61. You break that down and you get 7 as your life path number, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. We're just going to concern ourselves with the number 61. So these 4 numbers, the special date, the anniversary, or the date of your marriage, or the date of some other special event, and you want to generate those lucky numbers, well, I will put all the numbers in these squares, and they're specific numbers because every number has to correlate with 2 or 3 planes. For instance, the number on this square has to play with these numbers, has to play with these numbers, and it has to play with these numbers. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. So 61, I have to fill in all the numbers, right? And believe it or not, every single one of these numbers are in the position they need to be. 13 here can't be just switched over, because now all of a sudden I'll have 21 in this position, and that will not add up to 61, which is what we want. We want them all to add up to 61, every column to 61, this one adds down to 61, this one. Not only that, but also the horizontals. That 13, that 21 has to work alongside to give you, you guessed it, 61. That one has to add up, that one, and that one has to add up to 61. The diagonals, both of them have to add up to 61. The 4 adjoining corners have to add up to 61. I'll tell you right now, there's, let me just pause this. There's a lot more combinations here. I'm not going to tell them to you. That's for you to figure out when you get your own personal zodiac chart or numerology chart. But for instance, the 4 squares, they add up to 61. So let's leave it at that. That's what I use for the numerology and how I make your chart. So over on the air, and of course we have little zodiacs, numerology. Let me talk about these for a little bit. There's also this reading. You will tell me which one of these appeals to you most. I'll put them down here and I'll give you a little reading based off this. And of course, this magical number square is related to other readings, and I will give them for the zodiac sign like I did last week. So that's it. We've got the lucky numbers, the elements, the pentagram, and so let's begin the zodiac readings for September 5th to September 11th. Enjoy the reading. Thank you. Aquarius, where have you been? Aquarius, this reading is for you, September 5th to September 11th. Let's give the deck a nice shuffle. Beautiful. Aquarius. And one more shuffle just for good luck. This is the dawning, the age of Aquarius. I don't know if it still is, but I don't think it's the dawning. I think we've passed that point. Let's cut. Let's bring out the pentagram. Let's bring out the pentagram. There we go. Wood, fire, earth, metal, water. I'm going to get you a key card in a second. Straighten these out. Let's look at where you are, Aquarius. The Lord, the Emperor. What a powerful card. Yes, Aquarius, you are in command. You are the president. Yeah, that's an inside joke. Watch the other videos. Nine of Sword, then you'll be on the inside. The Nine of Sword. Worrying about stuff, Aquarius, it's not good. Four of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. Nice feminine feature right there with work, related to work. Another feminine feature here. Feminine card. The Queen of Cups, very good card about emotions, reflecting on your love, and it is in the love section. So Aquarius, yeah, you might want to just reflect a bit more. You're worrying about swords. You got swords over here. It's building a new future, building some new, a new battle. Just think about the new battle. And that's what you're trying to do. Just think about your next adventure, your next new battle related to work. You might be worrying about it, and how does it affect the love life over here, the Queen of Cups? Well, I think she's being neglected. So stop worrying about work. Plan on it. Yes, of course. Don't let those nightmares ruin you. The Nine of Pentacles is a very prosperous card. It relates to money. It relates to spiritualism and being happy, listening to your intuition when it comes with money. And in the love, you've got the Queen of Cups, which means more intuitive, more attention to love. All right, that's what these tell me. The Emperor is you. You're in control. So whatever your week starting with is, you're in control. Remember that. This is in the wood section. This represents you. You might be worrying about stuff. You might be planning your next battle, but you've got a good result coming from it. Don't worry too much. Concentrate, focus a little bit on love and compassion and your love. All right, that's for Aquarius. That's the air sign. So be kind to yourself. Let's see what the key cards have in store. Let's pick them out a little bit differently. Let's pick them out like this. What's the key? Self-imprisonment. Again, I brought this out earlier in another reading. Self-imprisonment's the devil card. It means if you look at the devil card, you can see that the people have chains around their neck and it's very loose. They could literally take off the noose. They could take off the chain. That's what the devil card represents. It means that you're self-imprisoning yourself. It's You're making it up in your mind. You're worrying too much. Stop worrying. Let it go. Think about how you're going to do it, but stop. It's no use worrying about it. No use staying up for it and worrying yourself. You're just imprisoning yourself. Do we have some lucky numbers for you? Aquarius, I think we do. I think we do have some lucky numbers. How do we bring them up? We bring them up by the PowerPoint. Here are your lucky numbers. It's like I'm holding it. These are the lucky numbers for Aquarius. Not necessarily for you individually because I don't have your birthday, but that's Aquarius lucky numbers. Take a screen capture if you want. Use them in any way you want. Self-imprisonment is the key. Don't do it. Don't hurt yourself over it. Don't beat yourself over it. All right. That's it for Aquarius. Let's take that out, shall we? Zodiac readings for September 5th to September 11th, and I want to please ask you to like, subscribe, share, and get the notification. That helps the algorithm a lot. And join me next week, because next week for the readings we'll be using Zener cards. Aren't these beautiful? There's different colored ones, and there's the dark colored ones, black. We're going to mix them together, and we're going to give readings, and depending on what color comes up, we'll be using the Loshu square, or maybe the elemental star, and put them along each element. So we'll see if we do that, if we do the Loshu square with the numbers that I've had, and you pick out a key card. We'll figure it out, but join me next week. It should be a very interesting reading. So please, once again, like, share, subscribe, press that button. Thank you very much. Until then, have a wonderful week. Ciao.